There's a coffee ring beside your name from a night I couldn't sleep away. Funny how the smallest things remain long after everything has changed. I found the note I never meant to keep, folded where the binding starts to crease. Half a sentence written far too deep for something I was trying not to mean. I used to think that time would make it fade, turn every memory into something great. But ink is stubborn in a quiet way. It waits until you look the other way. And there you are, in every crossed out line, a little piece of them still living here in mine. Between the pages, you're still breathing. In every word I stop believing. A little underline, a crooked phrase, a version of us that time couldn't erase. I close the book but nothing changes. Some things don't and they rearrange us. And every time I think I've turned away, I find you waiting between the pages. There's a list of places we would go to have closed, and one I'll never know. Beside them there's a tiny little star, like we were certain we would get that far. I wrote remember underneath your joke, pressed so hard the next 3 pages broke. I wonder if you kept a piece of me hidden somewhere no one else can see. Maybe we're not the people written here, but sometimes paper keeps what disappears. Between the pages, you're still breathing. In every word I stop believing. A little underline, a crooked phrase, a version of us that time couldn't erase. I close the book but nothing changes. Some things don't and they rearrange us. And every time I think I've turned away, I find you waiting between the pages. I could tear them out, I could throw them all away, watch the handwriting disappear. But I don't need to lose every beautiful mistake just to prove I'm not still there. So I'll leave the corners folded, leave the old dates where they are. Not every memory is asking to become another star. Between the pages, you're still breathing, but I don't have to keep you with me. You can be a line from yesterday, something that mattered, something that changed. I close the book and now it changes. Love can't survive without remaining, and maybe moving on is simply learning which words to carry, which ones to leave. Between the pages, there's a coffee ring beside your